to have died out 75 million years ago, oviraptorids were a diverse group of dinosaurs characterized by bird-like beaks and brooding behavior literally preserved in stone. On Tarnem, oviraptors have changed very little but are skittish by nature as they are a common food source for animals the same size or bigger. But for those that are smaller, such as Compsognathus and small dragonoids, Oviraptor is a deadly combatant, delivering fatal kicks. Due to Oviraptor's omnivorous diet, it has become widespread over Tarnum, which is both a blessing and a curse, as Oviraptors, aside from being prey to many, are also competent nest raiders. Going extinct 15,000 years ago in what is now Australia, Procoptodon was a giant species of kangaroo characterized by a short muzzle and a single hoof-like toe on each foot. On Tarnem, Procoptodon evolved to inhabit the mountains, occasionally venturing down to the redwoods, swamps and forests below when food is scarce. Now dubbed the Ursaroo, this giant marsupial possesses a giant nose to warm the air it breathes, short ears to retain heat, and muscular legs. Too heavy to hop, adults will often stand and fight aggressors with their powerful forelimbs and legs, while their young quickly scale near vertical cliff sides to avoid danger. Compared to a jaguar by Tarenem naturalists, Promalia is a descendant of Dimetrodon, which is believed to have died out 245 million years ago. An early mammal with many reptilian characteristics, ever since its extinction on Earth, Dimetrodon continued to evolve, and today Promalia is considered a true mammal. Yet it retains its ancestor's sail, which in rest is hardly visible past Promalia's quills, but when threatened, both quills and sail stand fully erect in a threatening display. Promalia resides in Tarenem's swamps, where it specialises in aquatic life, such as fish and river ripper tetravern. Tarenem naturalists have debated whether or not to classify Promalia as an aquatic animal, due to its proficiency in water and its ties to land. "71 to 68 million years ago, Gallimimus roamed Earth in great flocks, similar to today's ostrich. Yet on Tarenem they still thrive, rubbing shoulders with Megaloceros, Gigantopithecus, buffalo drakes, and many other of the large herbivores on Tarenem. When such a gathering occurs, Gallimimus acts as a sentry, the first to see danger and the first to flee from it. And due to their slender build, Gallimimus can easily switch from open field to forested terrain, hurdling over and around obstacles with skill and grace. Despite their main strategy of avoiding predators being running away, when backed into a corner, Gallimimus can lash out with powerful kicks. The large plume of downy feathers adorning the theropod's tail is used to keep it warm when resting, but comes in especially handy when a female is keeping her chicks warm during the coldest months of the year. Despite the larger species of terror bird going extinct some 2.5 million years ago, the modern-day Seriema bird is currently believed to be their last living descendant. But as is common in the Edge of Chaos, extinct species still persist. The bandit terror bird, named for their black and white mask-like feathers located around the eyes, are predators specialised in pursuing prey such as Gallimimus, Megaloceros, and oviraptors, but will also specialise in smaller prey such as Brevictiocephalus. However, their most terrifying form of hunting, distinct from chasing down prey, slamming into the spine or skull with their sharp beaks, or disemboweling prey with their sharp claws takes place after dark. To draw in prey, banded terrors will mimic the sounds of prey, which can range from Gallimimus mating calls to the distressed cries of an infant Gigantopithecus. These creatures are especially feared by the native people of Taranum, as the last sound most will hear when stalked by a banded terror is
Help. Help me.
The ancestors of the shallow sea serpent lived between 23 to 33 million years ago in the form of Paleothis, a prehistoric sea snake. Yet, unlike most creatures described so far, the shallow sea serpent doesn't reside on Taranum, but in the shallow sea between the twin continents of Ubisurpa, the same continent that houses the groundhawk. Since relocating to the edge of chaos, the shallow sea serpent has grown in size, but not by much. However, they have bulked out in terms of weight. On top of that, its muzzle has shortened and developed the necessary space to house strong jaw muscles. Feeding like a legless crocodilian, the shallow sea serpent will raise their prey out of the water and shake it into bite-sized chunks. Smaller prey are swallowed whole, but normally on the surface of the water, where the giant serpents are at risk of attack from above and below, which is why the species develop a great size. Being bigger deters attack, meaning that females and males often mate with the largest specimen of either gender. Before I continue, I would like you all to hear something really quick. You hear that? That's the wind right now. It has knocked open the gate twice with metal put in front of it to stop such a thing from happening, yet it's happened. But aside from that, I would just like to say thank you so much for watching. It's nearing the end of the year, and I only jumped into this about halfway through, I think. I started in August, September, October, November, December. So around halfway through the year, just around halfway through the year. And so far, it's just been about putting basic content out there and learning how it all works, which has been a really interesting experience. And obviously my upload schedule has been a bit off because, you know, work, life, being tired, things of that nature. It's always going to be a challenge because I work for a living. I can't just stay at home all the time and do this like I'd like to do. But this is the time of year where we reflect on all the good that's happened this year. And what good happened this year was I got this started, and that is always something to be celebrated. So, I'm going to be taking a well-deserved break, and I'm sorry that the last Dinovember video was so late, but I think it turned out really well for something that is late. Oh, and also, by the way, I noticed on my last video it has got 156 views last I checked, which is just amazing. More than 3 times my first video, which to date was the biggest. But also still 7 subscribers. So, with emphasis, I would like to tell you thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of future uploads. And join me on Twitch, where you can watch me draw live. And while you're at it, check out my Instagram account where you can see all the creatures I've made thus far. This year coming is going to be very big for me as a person. For one, I'm going to be learning how to drive. Very, very scary. But something needs to be done in this day and age, which is really irritating if you ask me. But also, I'm going to be focusing on more high quality videos as well, to really bring you, the audience, in, making you want to subscribe and check out everything I'm talking about and get invested in my content. Now, that's the plan. That is my New Year's resolution. So, with all that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day. Merry Christmas to all of you that stuck around this long. And also, because I won't get the chance to say it, Happy New Year. And I hope that you can achieve your dreams just as I'm trying to do now. Thank you for watching.